Hey guys, how's it going this morning? Let me let everybody know we're going live. Let me put this on a chart or two. And then let's make her post. Okay, got that one. Just getting all the messages out, letting everybody know we're going live. Sorry for y'all that are already in here. Just a couple more and then we can get to it. Ooh, excuse me, about to sneeze. Alright guys, like always, if you have any questions, anything like that, put them up in chat and we'll go over them. Yeah, I think we'll have a really good day today. So like always, if you got any questions, any tickers, anything like that, throw them up in chat and we'll go over them. PBR oil at new high again, and Brazil is okay. We'll take a look at that. I threw up a watch list on Twitter and the Discord channels I'm part of. If y'all want that, we'll go over some of them and look at pre-market swings this morning. A good place to check pre-market if you don't want to buy something like Benzinga Pro is to actually go to the Benzinga website. You click on markets, go to pre-markets, and they've got a pretty good gainers and losers for the pre-market here. Most of the other ones only does it when the bell rings, but Benzinga has a good pre-market mover. Also, Yahoo has a good morning briefing. That's where I got that HSBC news article I posted. In case y'all didn't see that, let me see if it's going to show us here. HSBC says it will buy back $2 billion in stock as profits rise. So I don't know, maybe that's good enough news to send it running. We'll just have to wait and see. Mark is one of today's biggest pre-market stock movers. So that was in the pre-market stock movers. Who runs this? I'm not even sure. Market Wire. So, I mean, there's good places to check pre-market movers and things like that. If you're part of the Trading Collective Discord, they have a a tab over there that gives news and stuff like that. So there's places to find these type of runners and things like that. I was looking today, this morning, and which one is that? Yeah, look at, shit, where did it go? What did I do? I fuckered it up. Right here. CRTD is already up 65% this morning. Right there it says 41 from yesterday, 65 if you include all that. So this one, if it bounces off this 15, that would be a good little run. There's another one in here. I think it's IMAX. Let's check out IMAX. No, it's up, but that ain't the one I was thinking of. It was one of the first ones I checked out this morning, I'm pretty sure. Maybe it was Comms. Yeah, look, just in the pre-market alone, after hours, whatever, up 43%. So today's probably going to be a pretty decent day overall. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Yeah, we check out DATS too, so we'll check out PBR and DATS. We was playing DATS last couple of weeks, so there's probably some movement going on there. It fell under, didn't it? The 200. Let's yeah, it's riding at 200, so I mean, it's possible it could pick up. We had this, it had been spiking. This is the only time it didn't come all the way up. But, excuse me. It looks to be finding its support around this 891 support line here. So as long as it holds that, I mean, if you're in this, yeah, I mean, I would stay in this until at least it breaks support. You know, if it gets rejected by the 200 really good and breaks support, that might be one where you might want to look at lowering your position or getting out. What kind of news is on it this morning? Is there anything? There's two that we can look at too. I don't see nothing this morning. But yeah, we'll put this on the list and keep an eye on it right after the bell. PBR. This is oil. Yeah, I had a nice little sell off there, and it looks like it's rebounding. Let's take a look at the lower time frames. Oh yeah, it's spiking up above the 200. The thing to watch on this one is it either needs to retest that 200 and bounce, or at the very least bounce off the 15 here. If it's going to stay bullish today, that'd be the key areas to look at on this. The 15 or the 200, see if it bounces and carries on. But as of right now, it's looking pretty decent too. We'll put that on our watch list. PTLO. That's spiking in the after hours. I wish it would come and cool off some. A couple of things that I wanted to mention about this week. One is DWAC. If you guys are in this or looking at playing it again, there's been said to be news that could be a catalyst coming on Thursday. It's something that the CEO tweeted out, saying he's going to have some more news filings, things like that, coming this week, possibly Thursday. So it's not a for sure thing. It's just something that he said on a tweet. But it may be enough to send, you know how fanatic Trump supporters are and things like that. It may be enough to send this stock going on up. So it's one to keep an eye on, see what it does. Overall, I don't think that this is going to be a long-term investment. This is going to be something that will crash out eventually. But if that holds true, maybe it will be something you could play this week. We also have fun, some people playing. We can see that it's up. It's bounced off this 50-day and continued on up. It's looking pretty decent for this morning. But the two that I'm more interested in when it comes to those plays is B, N, E. We can see that it's been pretty volatile this morning, but it keeps bouncing off this 15. If it bounces again right at the bell, this one might be a decent one to jump into. It'd be worth watching. If it sells off, it needs to bounce at the 50-day to stay bullish. If it comes on down to the 200 and bounces, it's dealer's choice from there. If y'all like that type of play, go ahead. For me, it would just have too much to try to regain to be very profitable to see. Yeah, see. It's already kind of a little bit of a, what is that? 11 to almost $18. Not to saying it couldn't do it, it would just be, it'd have to really run. And in that case, yeah, jump on it. The other one is Mark. This is another one that's already up a few dollars. I'm looking for this one to bounce either here or the 15-day for it to stay bullish in the after the bell. This is one that'll be a good one to watch to see what happens at the bell. We also have some EV stocks moving this morning. Lucid. It's up and it's holding. So this one will be a good one to watch. This one is one that you can actually swing for a few days when it goes bullish. It usually takes a couple of days to get up about $4 or $5. So this is not a bad little swing stock if you ain't got any day trades or anything like that. Neo is up. Or it was, let's see. Yeah, see it's coming back up. This one I'd like to see it come up over the 200, retest and bounce. But this one could be a possible play. We know Friday that, let's see, I played Wells Fargo puts. I'm looking for in the next day or two for this one to kind of tank a little bit. I'm not necessarily looking for it to come all the way down. Just probably looking for it to come down, maybe $1 or $2, something like that. Just enough for a decent little pullback, get in and out of profits, and go. Also played BBIG. It spiked up in the after hours, but it looks to be getting knocked down. We'll have to see if this bullishness will carry over onto the bell. This one's one that seems like it gets tore down a little bit in the pre-market, so we'll just have to wait and see. Let's see what else we got here. Y'all got. And MasterCard, don't they have earnings this week too? I think they do. We'll check on them. But he said MasterCard has plans to let merchants integrate crypto. So like buy shit with crypto or purchase crypto, things like that. Yeah, PBR, I mean, as long as it starts showing signs, I like to wait for that confirmation before I jump in. Yeah, it's going to cost you $1 or $2. But for me, a good confirmation on this would be that retest of either the 15 or the 200. But yeah, if it does that, I could definitely jump in on this. This wouldn't be a bad play at all. We can see that it had a nice little sell-off. Even if you played it only back up to the 200, you're looking at, well, whatever the... So you could play in the money calls. So you're looking at $65 even just to ride it up to the 200. So yeah, I mean, it's not on the 4 hour. It's not a bad play. I just usually like to wait for that little bit of confirmation on them. We can see that it had good volume near the end of the day. Order book's already looking pretty decent, but we do have some selling pressure too. So just be careful, wait for the confirmation, see what happens. He's talking about, yeah, the options are pretty cheap. If we come out, even weeklies, you can get in the money on weeklies that are pretty cheap. Get all the way up to 8.5 and get 75 cents. I think, speaking of which, guys, I know I'm kind of rambling a little bit. I've got a video that I'm working on. It should hopefully be out today. It's on option Greeks. What do they mean? But just a quick rundown, just a little FYI. The three main ones are the ones you see right here: delta, gamma, theta. Delta is how much an option price will rise if the price of the stock rises $1. So, like, say on this one here, this 9.5 call, if it goes up, hang on. There we go. So if this goes up to 10.95 on this option here, 81 cents, your contract will go up 81 cents, which means you profit $81. Now, if it goes up $1, the gamma will cause the delta to go up 41 cents. So now you'll be over $1 on your delta. Theta is how much you lose over the course of a day. So if this goes over, let's say, tomorrow, you'll be down 1 cent, which this is crazy on this. It's to have your theta only down 1 cent. That's a really good delta versus theta ratio there. Usually this is, what you usually see is, if this is like 0.06, then your theta is usually, if this is 0.6, your theta is usually 0.06. You know, that's a decent ratio to go with. So the fact that this doesn't drop hardly any over the course of one day, that's a good one. It's pretty decent. I think that's a glitch. You're talking about the halt thing. I think that's a glitch on my Weeble, their program. It's where it got halted the other day, and it's just never not showed it come back. But you can clearly see it's still moving over here, the thing. But I'm just waiting for the new update. You can see all the ones that's halted over the last day or two. It's still showing halt on here, even though that they're still opened up and moving. Prague is another one I put on the watch list, but guys, it keeps getting rejected at this $3.18 line. So that's the breakout. If it breaks above that, Prague could do really good. If it doesn't break above that, look for it to come on down and at least test this trend line resistance, or if not, the 232. Support. I said resistance. So Prague is another one that could do pretty good over the next day or two. So we've got our main watch list. We just let me check. Doesn't look like anything much has moved. We do have one or two in here we can run down. I'll show you this one too. I've seen GRNQ. Pixie's a new one on there. KRBP. That's a new one on there. DWAC is showing on here finally. So let's run those two down real quick, and I'll show you this other one. GRNQ. It's up like crazy. If this comes back, and if you're on the 3 minute, if this will come back and retest one of these EMA lines, it's worth jumping in. If it blows past it or just keeps running, you're too late to the party. It's too risky. Dealer's choice after that. Do whatever you want to do. KRBP. Yeah, it's up, but I don't know. I guess we'll wait and see more what this one will do in the after the bell. And then Pixie was the other one. That's another one. As long as it bounces, that might be a decent one. We've got good volume in the after hours, or pre-market, I mean. It all depends on if it's got the momentum to keep going. So we'll put this on our list too and keep an eye on it. So we've got a pretty big list this morning. I mean, we've got some. Look at that. I said it's up 174%. It's crazy. OCGN, they're saying that they might get that approval, that vaccine approval thing. Shit, I can't remember exactly what it was called, but anyway, they may get that this week, so this is probably one to keep an eye on. That'd be a good enough news catalyst to send it back up to the teens. Skills is another one, doing pretty good, and come to find out Kathy Woods bought a bunch of it up, so that's probably another thing that's got it going. It's above the 200, first time in a while, and technically that's a retest and bounce, even though I'd like to see a little bit of a better one. And it's still continuing to climb the 50-day up. It's broke this resistance line. Whether or not it'll confirm it and continue, we'll just have to wait and see. But Skills is not looking bad neither. Oh man, I'm ready to start making some money. When's this bell gonna ring? 4 minutes. I'm ready to jump on it. See what's moving. Now for me, I usually don't play. I usually don't play the first 20, 30 minutes or so of the market unless I see a clear runner, something that's looking pretty decent. Other than that, I usually wait those first 20 minutes or so, see what the market does, wait for the volatility to come down. You don't want to buy options when it's real volatile like that. There's a thing called an options trap, and that's when you start getting engulfing candles going both ways, and that'll mess up the Greek so bad that you can't make money no matter which way it moves. The thing about options is you want volatility in your options, but you want to buy them before the volatility hits, or when it's not going as wild. Trying to adjust that a little bit better. There we go. 3 minutes till bell. Let's set up these charts. I want to watch Wells Fargo and Big at bell. Plus, we want to keep an eye on a couple of more. So let's do this. Let me put Wells Fargo on this one. There we go. And that way I can flip back. We'll keep Big over here. It'll be over here on this bottom one here. And we'll just go through our watch list and stuff using this one. So what do I want? I guess I need... Trying to see how I can work this out. Let's put another... Add a widget. We want a watch list. So there, we can go to watch list. We can can I go? What do I want? There, now we can run down the watch list if we need to. We can just click on them, start going down through here. Yeah, it's not bad. Ford is another one that has earnings this week along with GM. It's supposed to do pretty good. If this clear bounce stays into the first 20-30 minutes after the bell, this one might be worth looking into because it might break at least recent highs, maybe even all-time highs for it. I can't remember. 52-week high. Yeah, so you possibly could break all-time, or at least yearly high. BBIG is looking weak in the knees, but there goes bell. Ding, ding, ding. Fights on, fellers. But you said buyout rumors. Is that on Prague that you're talking about? And Benzinga Pro, oh yeah, you're talking about, yeah, I seen that. I had to catch it. Implied volatility, I can run over implied volatility a little bit on that video. It's not fully done yet, so yeah, I could probably tag that on it. So what do we got here? Let's start running these down. Let me check. Yeah, Wells Fargo is going to kill me this morning, ain't it? Damn it. It's alright. We knew it had a chance of going up over the first day or so. I'll tell you one thing though, if it continues on past this 51.16, I'll just get out of it and wait until it gets rejected somewhere. We come back here. BBIG doesn't know what it's doing yet. Ford is taking off. Watch list. Why is that watch list different than that one? I don't know. PBR, there it goes. Duo says it's up right now. Yeah, Duo taking off. See, I've got all these alerts. If we come up here, you can see one on BBIG. If you go to messaging, go to price alerts. These are all the alerts I've set. So Carnival is down 2%. Lending Club is up. EA up. Baba up. Box up. AG up. Oh, we got more coming on. Nothing really. AG's up quite a bit. NCTY is up quite a bit. So is Open. Let's put those two. And we can check those. Open. Skills is up. Yeah, we got a bunch to run down this morning. Yeah, skills taken off. That's on the watch list this morning. NCTY. I don't know if I'd call that. Well, it's up 3%, but still, wow. The other one's open. Yeah, see, this is what I was talking about with that volatility trap. It will ruin you. If you used to buy an option right in the middle of this when it went straight up and then straight back down, you can't make money either way. You might as well sell that option, wait for the volatility to calm down, and buy it again, because you will not make money either way on that. IMAX is coming back down, testing the EMA lines. We'll see what it does. Let's go to 3 minute on these. Lucid's popping. We might have to get some Lucid today. And actually, the in the money 25s don't look too bad. I like those. The weeklies on Lucid. What if we come down to the next week? We go in the money. I like this one even better if I've got to hold it overnight. So that's what we'll be shooting for right there. It just still looks good here in a minute. Make a list here. What else we got? Mark halted. Yes, I can't believe I've not even checked that yet. Oh, wow. That sucks. That sucks. What about, let's check the others. That and come down and bounce, but you know, that's been pretty volatile all through the morning, so we'll have to wait and see what it does. If it breaks that 200, that's probably going to be tough luck for that one. Let's check DWALK. Ooh, man. I'm so glad I'm not in that. Let's turn off the regular MA line so we can look at it better. Man, oh man, oh man. What's Wells Fargo doing to me? It doesn't know what it wants to do. This is getting weak. That is getting weak. Look at that big candle. This indecision candle right here. And then come all the way down, bounced off the 200. Unless we start seeing some big candles like 3 soldiers or something along that line, this is getting weak. Let's pull out and look at it. Yeah. If it breaks that 50, it's gone. It's been running too long for people to lose their money yet, so they'll get out if it breaks the 50. See? Look how long it stayed above the 50. Once it breaks that, they'll get out. Well, some of them will. The others will wait until they hits the 200. What's BBIG doing? It's wanting to come back up. It's bouncing off the support again. We can get rid of these now. But you see how I did that? I put that up there. It broke to the bottom, and sure enough, it stayed to the bottom until the market. So those are good little signs to watch, to keep up with, see which side they break out on. That's reading my technical analysis. Is not like reading tea leaves. I hear that all the time. My technical analysis is just reading tea leaves. Bullshit. What are my... Let me check something real quick. So Wells Fargo needs to move for me real quick. I'm down on both of my options right now, but BBIG is only down a few dollars. But Wells Fargo is down $12 an option right now, and I got a few of them. What do I want to look at? This is the 18th. We want to go to the 20th, 25th. We want to find a runner is what we want to find. So far, PBR is looking one of the best setups. Shrug brought us that one this morning. Thanks, by the way. We may have to jump in on that one. That's crashed out on us. Got rejected right at the 50-day and came on down. If it breaks that, it's coming way down. Oh, no options, damn it. BE Energy is up and looking pretty decent. It's right now bouncing off the 15-day. So watch it there. Oh, that'n's out. That'n's out. That one still has a chance if it can bounce, but if it doesn't bounce, it's out. OCGN doesn't know what it wants to do this morning. The lead Sciences is doing the same thing. Let me... wait, CLR, it's bouncing right off that 15-day. If it can clear that right there, it'll stand a chance of good running. CRTD, it's probably going to get rejected. It doesn't have options. Yeah, this might be put time on this one. You get $5 puts on it. Yeah, see. It's coming down. So what is... Alright, if we're going to jump on PBR right now is the time to do it. So let's see what we've got. Anything I got now, I'll have to hold overnight on this account. So, if we want to play it, we don't want to play weekly on it. Our next best bet, let me pull it up on this one. See more at once. PBR, options. We want to go in the money some because they're too cheap not to. And theta is definitely not going to hurt us there. So we could hit the 170, or sorry, the 9.5 at 175, or it's at 125 now, or the 10 at 70. Did something just happen? No. I believe I'm going to play this one, this $10 one right here. It's above 60 cents for every dollar it raises. Let's see. And it'll give it room to run for a day or two if it needs to. So, okay, let me grab one of those. PBR. Trade only. We want to go out to the next week. We want to get the in the money, right? What's the price of them again? $70. I've got $61 here. Huh, okay. Oh well, I'm not going to argue. Let me make sure the Greeks are still the same then. Theta, that's close enough for me. The delta is way different though. Okay, I see why now. That is better. So that's the one I'm getting right there. For 11 days out, the 10, theta's at 63, or sorry, delta's at 63, theta's at 1 cent. So let's buy, let's see, they're only $65. Let's buy 3 of them and see what happens. Why didn't, I might have to go up a, no, if it's coming down, I'm going to wait and see if it'll place. Alright, so we'll see if it accepts it here. Let's see what else is running while that's doing. Sun M is coming back down. GRNQ. This is going to do something today. You wait and watch. That's going to do something. That's probably the perfect time to jump into. Yep. I guarantee that that's a 50 or 61 bounce. Let's do it from here. 61. I guarantee if we come on back to where it actually is. Yeah, 61 bounce. Taking off. See, there it goes. Yep, that's GRNQ, by the way, if y'all want to play it. I don't have any day trades left right now, or I'll jump in on that. I have to wait until tomorrow. My option still hasn't bought. There it did. I got it filled at 62 on PBR. So let's move that one up to top since we know it's looking good. CRTD, it's undecided. It looks rough though. IMAX is, oh, it might be bouncing there, but if it don't, that's weak as hell. Lucid's undecided right now, but it's looking kind of weak. Spot, Same thing, it got rejected. So we'll just have to see what it does after the first, 20, 30 minutes, give or take. But yeah, it's not looking good for the home team on that one. Combs is another one. Benny, my boy Benny. It's bouncing off the 15 or 50 day. So I don't know. Benny it may catch alive. I mean, we said in the beginning, as long as it stayed off the 50, it would be a good play. So we'll see what it does. Benny still could be our boy. My boy Benny. As far as what you should do, I can't really say, to buy or not to buy. I think PBR looks pretty decent right now. This is one that Shrug brought us to the table. I think it's sitting up really nicely. I don't think it's going to be a huge moneymaker, but I think it's going to be a decent moneymaker. If you get in the money calls at the 65, think about it. It only has to raise $1 over the next day or two for you to get $65 per call. So that's 100% of your money made right there if it moves up $1. And to give you an idea of what a dollar movement is on this stock, that's from here to here. So it's done it in just right at around a day and a half. So that's about what I'm expecting if it's going to run again, keep on running. It'll take about a day and a half for it to get up another $1. Unless we just see a breakout, then it can happen quicker. But, if we're being realistic, the way this stock moves, that's probably what I'm looking at. $10 strike on one day. I went out to the, I think it's the 5th. Let me double check that. Because I'm not looking to hold it very long. If you wanted to go out a little bit longer, that's fine. That'll give you some more extra time. But, yeah, I went out to November 5th. That's 11 days out. That's about as long as I want to hold it, make some money. Ooh, knocking over shit. So, yeah, I mean, I think that's decent enough to make a profit on that one. Mark is dropping. Let's look at Mark. I mean, it's bouncing right now. I bet you it's bouncing off the 100. Let's take a look. Nope. I don't know, it's just bouncing out of nowhere, I guess. Yeah, there's nothing really. It didn't fill the gap all the way. I wonder. Let's take a look and see the fib on that. It's close enough to 61% bounce. If you go with the candle, it definitely is. So I don't know. I mean, it's possible. It needs to get up over this 50-day, though, if it's going to do anything. Yeah, see, it's trying. Probably if you're looking at the 3-minute, let's say that right there. If it breaks 411, it's probably coming on down. It needs to break over 517 and then the 200 for it to stay bullish. If it can do those, that's probably good confirmation that it might turn bullish again. But that's the key areas I'd be watching. Is the 200 is at roughly, let's see if it'll show me here. Well, roughly 568. So you really need to start making moves to the 517 area and then the 568 area. If you're in Mark and you're looking for the possible get out, if it gets rejected at the 200 or here and comes back down, that's probably good. My get out would definitely be at this candle at 389. If you've already held this long, that would be good confirmation that it's done, at least for right now. Let's see, it's trading in sympathy with DWALK, so that'd be a good one to watch. If this one goes up, that's probably going to go up too. Which for the life of me, I cannot understand somebody who bought DWALK when we called it out the other day around $12, held on to it to $175, and is still holding on to it. That blows my mind. I mean, but, you know, to each of their own. If you're still in it, I hope you do great in it. I'm not hating. They hate us because they ain't us. Mark, Benny. Yeah, see, they're pretty much all trading the same. They're looking a little weak, though, I'm not going to lie. You've been weighed, measured, and found wanting. Lucid just confused. It don't know what it wants to do. But, look, we get that clear break above it. Watch it go. We need a clear break above this one. Well, clear break above that. Then a clear break above that. That's our next two steps on that one. Man, I like Lucid. What's it? Yeah, man. I mean, it's looking nice. I think I'm going to jump in on Lucid. We want calls. We want to go out at least to the 5th. And we don't want to spend an arm and a leg on doing it. PBR already making a little bit of money. So is BBIG, but Wells Fargo is killing me. You're killing me, man. You goddamn killing me. See, what do you do? I knew it could do this. I can't be mad at nobody but myself. I'm just going to hold, see if it gets rejected here. That was the plan to begin with. I'm just going to stick with it. See, this is the reason why you come up with a plan beforehand. Don't buy and then say, well, I'll just do it here. Because right now I'm already thinking to myself, I should get out. I should get out. When I knew that it could come up to that point and get rejected, I knew going into it that my get out point would be if it broke above it. But in my head, I'm already thinking to myself, shit, I'm in trouble. I better get out. This ain't going to go the way I want it to. And that's just because of the type of play I'm in. I didn't go far out. I was expecting it to be a day or two. See, I knew all this going into it, but still in my head, it's like, you know, that little fucking demon on your shoulder. You know, it's always messing with you. That's the reason why you come up with the plans. You get inside your own head and you'll fuck yourself every time, man. What would you say the exit point should be on GRNQ? Well, let's take a look at it. That's not GRNQ. Ooh, man, it is a... For me, right now, the way it's setting up is I would get out if I got a clear break below the 50. That'd be my stop loss. And that would mean it needs to break, retest, and get rejected again. That would be my get out point. or it just needs to clearly break above it. Now, if we're talking about when to take profits, you want to watch this area here. That's between 265 and 278. We want to see it break above that and continue on if we want to stay in this. If this gets a clear rejection here and starts to come back down, that's profit time, because it's going to come back down, retest, and who knows if it's going to bounce again. But if we're talking about holding it longer, if you don't want to day trade it, then that's a different story. That's whenever what you do is you just follow it up as soon as it breaks the 50-day, because when it comes up, the 50-day follows it, right? So whenever it breaks that 50-day is your get out point if you're swing trading it. So that's the ways to play that. For me, if I was day trading this, I'd look for this break above this. As long as it did it, I would stay in it until I got clear rejection. If it got rejected here, I'd take what profits I had and get out. If it got clearly rejected, because it can get rejected once, come down, retest, and go again. But it needs to be a clear rejection at this point. But if you're swinging this and you don't mind holding it for a day or two, if as long as it can run, then yeah, the get out point would be, if you're looking at the 3-minute, it would be the 50-day. If you're looking at the 15-minute, oh man, that's rough. It really depends. If it starts following the 15-day, like bouncing clearly off it, that would be your get out point. But I don't know. It's just really, it's right in the beginning right now. So right now, I would be following the 3-minute clock on it until it builds up a little bit more, and just watching the 50-day. I like that play the best on this one. Watching the 50-day. But that's just a couple of different ways, depending on how you're playing it. If you're day trading it, then you want to get out when you see a clear rejection. If you're swing trading it, then you hold until it breaks a moving support, like an EMA line, or if you're climbing with it, then you'll put support lines as you go up at the swing lows, and whenever it breaks that. So if you're not following EMA lines, then as it climbs, hit the swing lows with support lines. Once it has a clear break below them support lines, get out. See, right here's a test to see if you've made the right choice or not, if you're in it. It's coming down, it's testing the 50-day. Now, we know not every play can be a winner. What's promised say they all can be zingers. But this had the nice setup. It had everything going for it. So let's see if it can keep it here. I'm curious to see now. Prague, CE and Prague. Let's give this time to develop a second, and let's go check out CI and Prague. CI's running again. See, this is what I was talking about, a clear bounce. It popped up over support, it came back, it retested it, and bounced. And on this one, we have two indicators that are showing us. We have the support line and the 50-day or 15-day EMA line. Both of them shows us it wanted to bounce there and take off. What is this looking like on the 15? Yeah, see if we can get this pull back in the bounce of the 200, this could have a chance of running again, at least up to 175 to $2. The other one was Prague. That's on the watch list this morning. Let's see how it's doing. It's coming back. It's going to test support here at the 318. Look at that. See, perfect bounces right up the 15-day EMA line. This is why it's important to watch those lines. Let me take off the EMA lines. The EMA line, don't watch your EMA lines. Watch the EMA lines. They move better with the price, and you get, especially if you're talking about on the lower time scales. Excuse me. Let's go back and check, you know what? VR is doing good. See, look at that. We got the 15 over 50 cross. We got the price now over the 200. See, Shrug, this is the reason why I like to wait on confirmation, because at the point we was watching it, the 200, it can easily get rejected there. So we started watching our 3 minute. We seen that it had a clear bounce off the 15-day, and we jumped on it. So now we just have to see, you know, if it can hold for the next, at least a day, because I can't get out of it right now. Let's see, we wanted to look at Prague on one, and then what was that one? GR what? GRNQ. Yeah, see, we got our bounce off the 50. One thing to be mindful of is we are not getting higher highs, but we are getting higher lows. So this is pretty much forming a symmetrical triangle. If we put a trend line here, it would be going up. If we put a trend line here, it'd be going down. So now we're getting pretty close to the point. We want to see a breakout on either side of it. The way it's looking like it's going to break out to the top, but we just want to make sure. We're going to get it. Look at that. I love when them candles start bouncing like that. Come on, bounce with me, bounce with me. Come on, bounce with me, bounce with me. Man, is Prague going to bounce or not? What the PPIG doing? Holy shit, PBR. Holy shit. Can I take my profits now, please? Oh, God. I'm in $50 profit with BBR. I want to take my profit now. How is that possible? Did it really bounce up that high? So each contract that I got on PBR, and you heard me, I picked up 3 of them, is $50. So I'm $150 on PBR right now, and I want out. Give me my money. Can I have my money, please? Let me have it. Let me out. Of course, I'm not getting out right now, but that's pretty funny, ain't it? Give me my 150. Oh, about 350. I said, Loch Ness Monster, what you want? Oh, about 350. Yes, PBR, right? That's what I'm saying. Hey, Shrug, you still in here? Say something if you are, man. I'm going. Everybody, give Shrug a hand. He's one that brought that into the table this morning. They took a derb. Don't making money feel so great. I mean, when you're in profit, you're like, yes, I'm king of the world. And then when you're out of profit, you're just like, I'm a limb dick motherfucker. Speaking of in and out of profit, what is Wells Fargo doing? Yeah, look, clear rejection. Now, it could test it a couple of times, but again, this is the reason why you have a plan. I could have talked myself into selling easily, but I had a plan going into it. I knew it could come up and touch this. I had a clear out point if it did cross over it, but we stuck to the plan, and as of right now, I'm at least making my money back. I'm not in profit yet, but I'm getting my losses back. Always have a plan going into a trade. Know what you expect out of it and what you should, what you want your profits to be. Like on GRNQ, I would say, let's see, what kind of percentage do we have if it runs up to there? So from here to there, it's 61%. So I will say, let's say I'm looking for 75% out of this stock. Well, once I hit 75%, I'll look for any reason to get out. If it starts showing a rejection, I'll get out. Now what I'll do is I won't sell all at once, just in case it does want to keep on running. So when I hit my 75% and the first resistance I see, I'll sell 20%. And then I'll say, well, if it can hold this support line, which was usually one of the EMA lines, ones I pick anyway, then I'll stay in it. If it breaks below it, I'll stop loss there, take what profits I have, and be done. Then if it continues on and it breaks that previous high, then I'll say, okay, the next resistance I have, I'll do another 20%. So the next resistance comes, I hit 20%, and then I still have 60% left. That I will get out once it crosses below my moving average. So I've had profits at those 2 points. The rest I'll take when it crosses below my moving average, and I'm done. I've got the meat of the trade right there. I've got the most percentage that I could possibly have got if I just would have sold at either one of those levels. That's called scaling your trades. I think they said the rule is 25, 25, 50. I say 20, 20, 60, but it's easier to add up in your head if you say 25, 25, 50. Wells Fargo, look at that, son. Clear rejection. An engulfing candle. Come on, just a little bit more. It'll be fully engulfed. GRNQ is climbing. This one, the way it's acting is somebody's waiting on something. Whether it's to break this previous high, or maybe it's for it to come up and break out of this zone here. But somebody's waiting on something, because for the way it was moving to the way it is moving now, you got some holdout somewhere. So my guess is they're either waiting for this breakout or this breakout, and when you get that breakout that they're looking for, this is going to shoot up. If you don't get it, look for it to get rejected and come on back down. But if it even comes back up to these highs, what did we say it was, 61% from when we caught it down here off this bounce? Let's take a look at it. We caught it on this bounce. 70% to that one, 64 to that one. What is Prague doing? Every time I see that name, prog, I think of electronic dance music. I just want to shoot myself. I'm stupid. Oh no. PBR. I had $50, now I only have 22. Sure. Fuck it, I quit. I'm not good at this stock stuff. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Come on, bounce with me, bounce with me. Come on, bounce with me, bounce with me. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't buy into Mark II, man. I had it on the list this morning. Yeah, Shrug is the MVP of this morning. You damn right he is. All right, we got another one that got in GRNQ. Wait, go wonky. Come on, bounce with me, bounce with me. Have y'all seen Bo Burnham's inside? Man, that dude's cracked. I don't feel bad now. I'm like, somebody else as crazy as I am. Dude's a genius, man. Well, I say he's very self-reflective. Let's put it that way. S&P's up, Dow's up, Nasdaq's up. All pretty decent. For the morning, anyway. I was looking at maybe playing UPro. That's a pro share of the SPY. See, look at this. Now look at the SPY. But look at the SPY's price here versus UPro. This is one of the leverage. You see it's Ultra Pro, Ultra Bear, or sorry, Ultra Bull. You also have SPXL. This is the 3 times leverage bull. If you want to go bearish, you have SPXS. Clear rejection off 200. So if you don't ever have the money to play the bull version, but you still want to be bullish, you can play puts on the bear version. What are we up to? We're at $2. See, look, keeps getting rejected right here, just 21. We need this clear breakout of this 20, what is it? $2.19. We need a clear breakout above that. It's gonna come back and retest, ain't it? I was hoping it was gonna get the breakout there, but it looks like it's gonna come back and retest the 50 before it tries it again. What do we got? What do we got? We ain't looked at none of our other stuff in a minute. Let's put, since that's easier to do, GRNQ. So I'm moving GRNQ to this side, guys, so I can run down the watch list easier on this one. No. Shit, no, I'm not. Sorry, I had it backwards. We're going to leave GRNQ on this side. Are you confused yet? Ah, bastard. There we go. Datton's wanting to bounce. PBR is still doing good. That's is trying to pull up. Watch it. If it gets rejected here at this 50, it's done. Oh, did BBIG just take a hit? I was up, and then, yeah, see, come back down. It's going to retest this. Overall, though, it looks like it's climbing, so it's doing good right now. B is still climbing out that 15-day. It's looking decent. Sun M is looking wanting. I'm thinking about picking some of this up just in case that news catalyst does run. I don't want to play options because I don't know if it's going to or not. But it's cheap enough. I mean, you could grab 20 shares for 160 bucks. You know what I mean? That wouldn't be a bad start. You grab 20 shares now, and then if it starts to make moves to the $9, you can grab 20 more there, or 30 more, and have 50 shares in it. No problem. From there, let's see. If it runs up $1 at 10 shares, that's what, $10? So 50 shares would be 50 bucks. And that's just if it runs up $1. So I mean that's not bad. If that news is as good as what people's hoping, it's probably gonna run a few dollars, you know. And that's 50 bucks for every dollar it runs up. I don't know, that's a thought. What do we have? See, I thought this now here was going to be a decent one. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me let the dogs out. So, CRTD. What is it? See, there you go. We got our bounce. It's continuing up. This is a bull flag. When that comes down and we see it kind of like almost trending upwards like this, that is a good bull flag. That's a bullish pattern. We just need the breakout now. We need to break above this 219. CRTD. It's undecided. If it gets rejected at the 50-day again, then it's stepped down good and it's probably done. I wonder with like Twitter and Apple and things like that. I'm curious if that bounces there. We'll have to come back to that one. But where they've got earnings this week, what are they doing right now? My original thoughts were Apple's going to go down until earnings and then up. So let's see what it's doing. So far, that's holding true. Look, it even climbed all the way up to that trend line and got rejected. Let's go out to the 1 hour. What's the 4 hour? Yeah, all the way out to that trend line. Clear rejection there. And that's what it'll do. I mean, with all the news coming out that all this social media or apps on Apple devices can't use third-party tracking or some shit like that, where they, you know, when you're thinking about a bag of chips and all of a sudden a commercial pops up about the same bag of chips you're thinking about, they can't do that shit no more through Apple. Or at least part of it, not all of it. They still can do some of it. They just can't do the third-party shit. That's where you start seeing Apple, Twitter, Spotify. That's the reason why, or not Spotify, Snap, all that. That's the reason why they went down, was on that news. Clear rejection, coming back down. What time frame? That's the day time frame. Let's come back down. It's testing the 50-day. Let's see if Twitter has any legs to it. What about Snap? Snap sold off big time. Yeah, it's trying to catch this support here. But the earnings is going to be huge this week. Check this shit out. Ooh. Y'all see this too? Tesla pulls its new full self-driving beta due to software issues. We'll check it here in a second and see if that's affected it any. But look, today we got Facebook. We need to check out Waste Management, JetBlue, Visa, Twitter, Google, AMD, Microsoft, Ford, Boeing, GM, McDonald's, Spotify, Lending Club, Shopify, Amazon, Gleed, Comcast, ExxonMobil. Damn, look, that must be the oil day Friday. ExxonMobil, Chevron, Chemco, however you say that, 66. Phillips, 66. So, oh yeah, I forgot. I was going to show y'all about buying that GE strategy. And GE is climbing. Let me see if, let me run the numbers, make sure that they still hold true. GE, let's say it'll hit, let me take a look real quick. Okay, so we're going to look at it two ways. We're going to look at it the same way I called out on the video. Let's go 4 legs. G, we want to sell the first 2. So we want to go to the end of this week and we want to do 103 to 106. And we want to buy the ones on either side of that. So we want to buy a 102 and a 107. Cost me $28 and I can make $72 for a max return of $257. As long as it falls within 103 to 106. Now, let's try one other thing. Just in case it's extra bullish this time around during earnings. Because it usually does pretty decent at earnings. I mean, it doesn't climb a lot, but it usually beats earnings. So let's see what happens if we move all this up 24 or 104 to 107, 103 to 108. Calculate. $22 and a $70 return. And as long as it lands between 720, right, 107 and 20 cents, I mean, and 103 and 80 cents, then I can get 264%. If it falls within that 104 to 107, then I'll get. So yeah, I'm doing this. So let me put you on here 1 second. Pull up one of my accounts, and I'll show you how to do this. Give me 1 second. We'll use the one I've been trying to build for the channel, so just in case. just in case. In case something goes wrong. Alright. You suck. Well, guys, if he'll pull up here, I'll show you. Let's check out, while that's pulling up, let's check out PBR. Looks like we might be getting a retest here soon. A PBR. Why is this taking so long? What happened? There we go. Make sure y'all can't see me logging in. That'd be bad, wouldn't it? I think it's that one. And I can't remember from here which one it is. Yep, that's what I thought. So let's go. I know I'm mumbling myself. I'm trying to remember passwords and shit. Oh, no wonder it's backwards. What? Go back. I want to sign into my account. Thank you. Okay, I guess, whatever. Okay. I'm in. Let's go to GE. Okay. Now, I think I can bring y'all over now. So right here's on Robinhood. This is the account that I've got for the live stream, stuff like that. So let's, excuse me a second. Let's see. Where is, right here, trade GE options. Now, we want to do, just like we did on there. So we want to sell to and buy to, and they're going to be puts. So we wanted to sell a 104, and we wanted to sell a 107, and now we want to buy some puts, and we want to buy a 103 and a 108. So this is saying it's going to cost me $27, which is a little bit different than what we had with the max being, well, see right there, max loss is $23. See, the price is moving, so it's doing all this. So roughly that's what we seen it on, 28 to 72. That's close enough for me. So we've got our setup that we want. We bought two and sold two. It's going to cost us $28, and our max return is $72. So let's continue on. We want one share, or one contract each, and the price is continuing up. I'm losing money while we're talking. Review order. Let me see one thing. No, that's not what I wanted to look at. Okay, G's coming back down a little bit, so let's give it just a second, and it should. Yeah, see, that's a better price for us. Let's continue from there. Let's submit, and let's see if we get it. Order placed. Looks like it's pending. We didn't get it yet. Let's replace order. Continue. Review order. Let me in now, you bastard. Submit. So I'm paying a little bit extra to get it right now. It filled. So we got in at $29 with roughly 71% or dollar return. So I'm risking $30 to get $71. And that's how you do that. You put out all the ones you want. You click on it. If you're doing it on Weeble, then you do the same as you got your options up. You'll click on, let's see, puts. For this week, we want to sell one. Here. We want to continue on. We want to sell one here. Oh yeah, never mind. Anyways, they'll build up down here. I've not got it turned on for Weeble, it looks like on this this one here. But they'll build up down here, and then you just click order. Same way. So when you get them all in place the way you want them, you just click order, and they buy. What's it doing now? Hello? There we go. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Had to make sure it was all right there for a minute. So now we're in GE2. So now, as long as GE finishes from 104 to 107 at the end of the week, I will have 300%. Well, about 256, is that what it said? Something like that. And you can sell out of them at any time too. You just go through the same process. If you're selling one contract, you can sell right back out of it. So if you're losing too much money and you want to get out of it, just hit the sell button. GRNQ has come back down and tested the 50-day. Let me see if y'all have any questions or anything about what I just did. On GRNQ, if you wanted to play it, right now is the time to play it before it takes off while it's bouncing off the 50-day. Because if this takes off, it's going to do it when it breaks over this 119, and then our next resistance is going to be right in this box. But from here to there is 64% gain. Guys, this is a good time to mention that if you appreciate what I'm doing, if you find what I'm doing valuable, hit that like and subscribe button. It'd really help me out with YouTube's algorithm. And also on Twitter at WTrades, I put my watch list on there, news, any profits we make, just stuff like that. It's a great place to keep up with stocks in the community that we're in here. So you can give it a follow if you want to keep up anytime I go live, stuff like that. Also on YouTube, once you hit the subscribe button, there's a bell icon right beside of it. If you hit it, it'll notify you anytime I go live. So let's run down some more. PVR is retesting. BE is coming down or riding out. Sun M is gone. What about the big boys? What is AMC and GME doing? AMC looking good. I said at the end of the week, last week, that it was probably going to do good. I was even thinking about getting calls, but I held off until this week. So I think calls is looking good on AMC. Especially even the weeklies are looking pretty decent. What are the weeklies on AMC? So yeah, I mean, that don't look too bad. If we go out, what just happened? Something weird just happened. There it is. Okay. We come out to November 5th. Even those don't look too bad. Theta's pretty much the same, might as well say. So yeah, as far as theta goes, it's not going to matter where you go out another week or not. So really depends on how long you want, how big your risk is. If you're just going to play it for a day or two, weeklies are fine. But if you're going to go any longer than that, you might want to go out probably, let's see what the 12th is. See, the 19th has good theta. The 12th is still a little rough. Yeah, so if you want to go out further than a few days, you probably want to go out to the 19th and play those. They're more expensive, but theta won't kill you. GRNQ is stalling. We're getting closer to lunch, too. I wish it would do something. At least give us a little bit of indication what it's going to do. OCGM, if it bounces, this could be a good entry point on it to hold out for a news catalyst this week. CRL. Oh, Benny still holding up, but still not falling either. What is Mark doing? Benny and Mark. Yeah, Mark's, it's gone. It's done. DWAC trying to hold. Yeah, see, we got that bouncing candle. It's trying to break above it. We'll see if it holds, though. Just because it breaks above it doesn't mean it's going to hold there. We got to wait and see for confirmation. Six Flags doing pretty decent right now. GM has earnings this week, but I don't think it's going to be good, and I think people know it. So GM might be a good one to play puts on. Yeah, look at that. That'd have been awesome to catch it right at that rejection. Sorry, man. My nose is killing me this morning. What if it comes down to... Let's see. Even if it comes back down to here... That's a rejection of more than $1. If it comes down to there, that'd be really good. So yeah, GE puts is setting up really nice right now. much are puts on GE? If we go out to the 5th. Those 56 puts ain't looking too bad. That's right up my alley. Let me see what it does here at this support. We'll come back to GE. Or GM. PBR still holding good. BBIG. You're breaking me apart. You're tearing me apart, BIG. The fuck, man? Oh, we didn't check on GME, did we? Oh, GME keeps getting rejected. Look at that. Cannot break above that trend line. And it needs to get above it too. Bounced clearly off that support though. So GME's looking a little weak today. Overall, if we look at the 15-minute, they're falling pretty close. See GME, AMC. It's just the overall chart that's a little bit weak on it. See, now that AMC's over this 50, it needs to get over the 200. GRNQ still climbing. I guess that news didn't help that out too much. What did Tesla do on that news? Because it had hit like 900 the other day. Yeah, of course. Tesla gets bad news, it just climbs higher. You want Tesla to go down, give it good news. Or let Elon Musk tweet something. It'll go down like that. Golly bummed I sold my Tesla now. I think I may still have a couple of shares, but I sold the majority of it. The only shares I'd have left would be in my long portfolio, my retirement portfolio. I mean, I made good money. I sold it over $800 and some, so on this little spike up here. I didn't buy the dip. I thought it was going to come on down. QuantumScape has earnings this week, and it looks like people are bullish on it. If this breaks above that trend line, this is going to take off too. It's QS if you're interested. And on the reverse side of that, we have Square. I'll be honest, I figured Square might come on down a little bit more too. But it's holding the 200. It's looking pretty decent. ChargePoint's one that we talked about a swing play on Sunday. It's looking decent for today. It's looking good. It needs to break over this resistance line though, or that's a double top, and it's probably going to come back down. Have y'all got anything you want to check out? Any Any stocks you're looking at right now? What is Twitter saying? Let's take a look at Twitter. Y'all want to real quick? Give the chart time to develop a little bit. Let's look up, let's just start there. Stocks news. Comms, comms. Wasn't that on our list this morning? Yeah, it was on our watch list. Let's check it out. Ooh, tough break. As soon as bell hit, look at that. Ouch. AMC. Like this. Who else ignored DWalk and stayed loyal to AMC and GME? Shit. You're just mad because you missed out. Don't be hating. They hate us because they ain't us. What did you find? Tokenized stock, I guess. Don't know which one that is. Tried to tell everyone. What did you try to tell us, buddy? DWalk? What did you try to tell us? That's going down? Tell me. What'd you try? I don't know. You tried to tell us something, but we just don't listen. Hey, Apes, do you remember how AMC price moved always before earning? Same old manipulation. We know it's time to buy. Well, you do that, buddy. What is DWalk people saying? Are they hitting back? Are they saying who bought or who didn't buy AMC on the dip and stayed loyal to DWalk? I didn't even check the options on it. No, well, I checked it yesterday or Friday. I mean, let's see. So we hit options. Holy hell. So if you want to buy a put on DWalk for the big day, the 19th, you would have to pay $3,280. Wow, and it don't go any lower than that. That you have to buy them on the 19th is the further state or closest state out. Wow, that's cray, man. Holy shit. And it don't go any, does it go any further than that? Let's see. Let's go, let's look. Shit, I want this one right here. Really? What in the hell am I putting in? Okay, there we go. Yeah, they're not giving, I mean, they've got a placeholder for it, but I'm not seeing. Can we buy one? What's the price? What's the price on it? Show me the price, you bastard. There is no price, okay. Well. Anyway. Let me see if y'all have, anything for me here. Yes, Intel. We can definitely look at Intel. Intel. It's finding its support. Looks like 49.14 is its bottom support. It needs to break out this resistance here at 50. We can see that it tried it, and it'll probably actually, I don't know, it might come back down and test this support line down here, but more than likely it's probably going to bounce pretty close or before we get to this bottom right here. There is no divergence in the RSI, and the MACD's looking bullish, so I mean, we might see reversal soon. There's 3 stages to reversal. There's the sell-off, the consolidation phase, and then the rebound. And it looks like we're in the consolidation phase now. You can see it's starting like U-shape. Ooh, excuse me. We just have to see what it's going to do here. It really needs to start making moves, breaking these resistance lines. GRNQ finally moving. It looks like it's going to retest that 219 again. About time. I mean, it only has 134 million volume right now. What the hell? Why is this moving so slowly? What is the float on this thing? It's got to be high, right? No, it's not. Just that much back and forth on it. And we look at the order book. What does the order book say? Yeah, look, thousands going both ways. Looks like it's going to take a hit at 205. Well, no, maybe that was a fake. Oh, wow, look, if this hits $1.92, that is going to break out. Oh, wow. People are starting to jump on this on the bullish side of it. We do have some bears too. I mean, don't get me wrong, but the order book is just all over the place right now on it. But yeah, Intel's definitely going to pop back. I mean, it's Intel. Only question is when. Oh, shit. Let's see. Oh, Hut's moving today. Check out Hut, man. Damn, I should have been watching these. That would have been a nice little dip buy right there. CLF, still doing good today. If you're still holding CLF, you're happy, but I made my profits. I'm good. I'll play the next bounces. Ear. Oh, it shot up there. We never did go and check that right here, NCTY, did we? The non-limited. Look at that. That's awesome. And only on a 500,000 volume. What did skills end up doing? Yeah, there's a lot we didn't check on. Shit. Look at that. It had a clear breakout. Oh, yeah. Now, watch for the retest and the bounce. That will be a good entry point on skills. If it comes back down to the 15 or the 50, excuse me, retested and bounce, that'd be a good entry point on that one. It's probably going at least back up to the $13 area, which that would give from where it's at now, if it went back to the recent highs. Well, that's not going to work, is it? It's 26% to go back to recent highs. That's not bad. Can't believe I forgot to check this. Mara, sweet Mara. Look at that. Man, that was a perfect setup. God, look at that. It popped over the 200. It rode it out until we got a clear bounce. Man, if I'd have seen that, I'd have been all over top of that. Damn it. Look at that. On a $50 stock, that's 7%. That's pretty decent on a $50 stock. Wow, what is the overall on this? Yeah, look, it's breaking. Yeah. Let me see what Wells Fargo did. Still looks like a clear rejection. I'm still under by about $10 a contract. Oh man, if that gets rejected there, that's for sure coming on down. And I called it Friday. BBIG is back in profits on my contracts. Yep, it's climbing. It's slow and steady wins the race on it. What else did I get? PBR is holding right around the $20 contract area. Man, see, if I would have been able to sell this morning, I'd have sold one of those contracts and held on to the other two. That had been a nice little play. I'm in the hole a little bit on GE, which I think earnings is going to send that up to 107. And then by Friday, it should come on down a little bit. See, with this type of play, you're not making money on the delta. You're making money on the theta. So in this type of play, the theta goes up. Does that make sense? So you get, your price goes up because the theta is working the opposite way, if that makes sense. So delta, if it moves, delta and gamma and all that will work against you. That's the reason why it pays out the most if it stays within that range. MViz is up. Man, we missed out on some plays this morning because I was too stupid. Check this out. We missed out on Mara, NCTY. Watch Right's probably up. Yeah. Again, perfect setup. A perfect buy would have been right in this area here. Right when we seen it come down on this 50 and pop back up. If we'd have done that on that play, as soon as it got back up in here, we would already be up 4% on our trade. We ain't checked on Lucid in a while neither. It's on the list this morning. Lucid. I love it. That's one I meant to jump in on and forgot to this morning. We got talking about something else. What does the 4 hour look like? Yeah, it still needs to break. That's the reason why we didn't do it. It still could get rejected here. I remember now. Right there. That's the point to where we can tell. I mean, it would have been fine to jump in it this morning and ride it to there. But since we're in it, we're not in it now. We don't want to get in it because it's a possible rejection point there. We want to see what it does at that point first. And guys, any of these concepts I'm talking about, if you got any questions, just let me know. I don't care to go over them. You know, why did I not play it here? You know, what did I mean about the theta working against us on one play but helping us out on another play? I mean, stuff like that. If you ever got any questions about any of that, just ask. GRNQ moving, they said. Let's take a look. Yes, it is. We got that breakout we was wanting. Let's see if it confirms it. I'm in the money. I'm in the money. I got a lot of what it takes to get along. I'm so retarded. I'm so retarded. I take my pills, but my mama says I'm cool. Shit. See, now y'all see what goes on in my head 24/7, right? Come on, stay above it, you bastard. It's probably going to come back and retest the 15. Nope. Nope. What to do it? Stay above it. You're above it now. Stay above it. Let's go, GRNQ. Let's go. Grink. Grink. Hey, Speed, did you get in on PVR? Wasn't there another play you was talking about maybe jumping in on? I can't remember. Ooh, excuse me. See, people jump in, grab a few plays, and jump right back out. There's only 3 of us in here right now when we've had as high as 25. That's alright. That's okay. There. It's okay, take another Quaalude. She loved me again. Damn, look at this popping around here. Shit moving. What's Coinbase doing? Oop, it broke highs. Coinbase is staying above 300, looks like. It's awesome. I do got some Coinbase that I got way back here on this dip. Right back in here. I didn't play this first two. It was whenever it popped up and then popped back down. So I'm in at roughly right around 220. So I'm $100 per stock right now on this, on my long portfolio. In the money, we need some music. That's the thing though, man. If you play any music on here, they'll copyright claim you, and that shit sticks with you for, I think, 3 months or 6 months or some shit. So I play, keep getting rejected. Lithium, what's lithium doing? Lithium booming. So it looks like materials and utilities is doing good. Let's check trading ticks and see. Trading ticks. Let me put this back on this. Why I check that. There we go. See, yeah, look, it's coming back down and testing it. So we had a little fake out breakout there, but we'll see when it comes back around. Trading ticks. The leader index is IWM. Excuse me. The hottest sector is energy. Market momentum is bullish. Market direction is bullish. So we're good on that, even though some of the big dogs are down right now, like Apple, Amazon, Google, Facebook. Ooh, and Facebook's had earnings. We need to check that. IBN. I don't think I have that one. IBN. PBR is on the biggest gainers list. Lucid is. BNTX is on there. And Oxy. BNTX. Yeah. Had a nice little pull up this morning, didn't it? I don't know, you cannot be from the South. South. You cannot be from the South and hear the word Oxy and not think of people doing pills. See it bounce off the 15. Let's see if what it does on this retest. See if we can get over it. Looks like GE might be coming back down and testing support. Nope. Then what's my option? Oh yeah. Never mind. I forgot how this one's working out right now. Any movement right now will send it into the negative. As it starts getting further into the week, it'll allow more movement and still be in the good. That's the thing about these type of plays. You really just got to wait and see how they play out. That option strategy we used on GE. I just hope I picked the right one. The 04 to '07 instead of '03 to '06. I think with earnings coming up, and that's possible that they're going to be bullish, that I think I picked good. I think their earnings is tomorrow. Let's see. Oh yeah, we didn't look. Yeah, the highest performing sectors are energy, consumer discretionary, materials, industrials, real estate, technology, and then healthcare. The biggest losers are utilities, consumer staples, financials. Remember what I said on Sunday? The ones that was doing good are going to flip. Well, financials and consumer services is on the bottom now. This means I should be doing pretty good on my Wells Fargo, but it's wanting to hold that. GE. Let me check Discord, see if there's any questions or anything. What do we got here? Everybody always talks about my voice. Like, damn, you got a deep voice. Can you believe that I was working with this black guy one time, and you know the big southern black guy deep voice, when you think of that stereotype, that's what type of voice he had. And he told me one time, he said, damn, son, you need to put a little bass in your voice. I was like, are you kidding me right now? Let's see. Just answering some things here. One more. X. X. Let's check out X. I'm in the money. I'm in the money. X is looking pretty good. Again, though, with earnings, I'm worried about earnings. And I think they're going to beat earnings. It's just the outlook is what I'm worried about. Because two main things will matter during earnings. I mean, EPS gets mentioned a lot, but that EPS can bottom out. And if you have good revenue and a good outlook, that stock will still run. Outlook matters a lot. That's the reason why sometimes you'll see when they report earnings, you'll see it go up a little bit, and then during the conference call, you'll see it shoot back down. That's because they reported their outlook during that conference call. I'm in the money. What was this doing? Let's check out. Hut's still doing good. Mara moved up. Man, I'm kicking myself in the ass for not getting in on this. I really am. Oh, God. Jesus help me. Cannot believe I missed out on that play. And that's what we do. Every time we've had a morning briefing stream, what do? I always check this. The one time I didn't, we had several good plays. Skills. Let's see if it ever opened up a buy-in opportunity here. That's not a good one, but that may be all you get. Let's give it a little bit more time and see what it does. I want to see that clear pullback and bounce. That's what I'd like to see. It's not had no real big test lately. It's just been running. I like to have a good test and good bounce of either the MA lines on the 1 or the 1 hour 15 minute, or of this support here around 10:45. If we had a test of one of those two, I'd feel a lot more comfortable getting in on this. Activision up. Check it out. Guys, I've been telling you for a while now, Activision is going back up. Entertainment stocks are doing great. And Activision wasn't going to stay down forever. It is now officially a good buy-in time. If you're looking for a good buy-in point, I always recommend waiting for the pullback and the bounce. Of course, would like to see it bounce before this, but more than likely it's probably going to come down to the 15-day or the 50-day and bounce, something like that. AMC didn't make it over the 50-day. It looks like it's going to come back and retest support before it tries it again, or over the 200, I meant to say. We are getting this cross, though, which makes me think that it will stay bullish and bounce, but really, right now it's too early to tell what it's going to do, so we can make some good guesses, but it's dealer's choice at the moment. Let's move this up to above the 200, and let's move this one up above that high right there. We look at the 4 hour though, it's looking pretty decent. It's bounced off the trend line. Be really nice to see another retest of this resistance line up here. I'm in the money. Can't get this fucking song out of my head. Lucid. What are we gonna do? Make them an offer they can't refuse. Go EV, looks like it's making moves. What's it doing? Holy hell. Look at that. That's clear. Spike. Clear cross with separation and volume above the 200. That is a beautiful setup. That is a beautiful setup. On the 4 hour though, yeah, it's broken. I'd like to see a retest though. And if it does make it back to recent highs, what's the ROI on this? If it makes it back to recent highs, 22 to 28%. If it makes it back to recent highs, is what your return on investment would be. I like Canoe. They're pretty decent. They're good for swing trading. You see how much they bounce and shit. They go on these runs every so often. It still fell to stay above the 200, but usually when it breaks above the 200, it runs. Especially if you get a confirmation of that break, retest and a bounce. See, these didn't really confirm. Each one of these did. That confirmed and bounced. And see, this is so good because they clearly tell you when they're going. So you know to watch the 50-day. From the 50, it's clearly going to go on down to the 200. And if it breaks the 200, it's clearly going on down. So those are the two key areas you need to watch on this stock. It's the 50 and the 200. It follows technicals so good. The lead is one that I'm interested in playing for earnings. I'm just unsure which way is it right now. I'm thinking I want to be bullish on it. It's beat down. It's not regained yet. And if it was to miss earnings, I don't look for it to come down too far. At least not quick enough to where I can get out. Fastly is trying to do something. EXPR, that's one that we looked at on Sunday, right? We might be getting that bounce, another retest of the 200 there. Let's see, let's run down where we're at on our stocks, guys, and then let's call it the stream until power hour, and then we'll go over from there. So again, on the GRNQ, we're looking for the get out point is a clear break and a retest of the 50-day. If it runs up to the 270 mark and gets rejected, and we get a clear rejection, then we're going to take profits there, or I'm going to take profits there. Let me preface by saying that. But if we get the clear break above, then we're going to sell I'm going to sell my first 20% at the first sign of resistance. Then if it breaks this, I'll sell out. If it bounces, we'll continue to go on. My full get out, though, will be under the 50-day. PBR, we already know my situation on that. I have to hold this until tomorrow. I'm not worried about it. I do look for it to come down and retest and bounce. So if you are in this and you're thinking about holding it, be wary that it could come back and retest all the way to the 200. That would put you, probably depending on when you jumped in it, it would put you either negative or right even. So those are some things to look at, consider. I do think that this is going to stay bullish for a day or two, but I will probably get out once I get in good profit. If I can get $100 out of this, I'll get out. $100 an option, that is. So guys, if you appreciate what I'm doing, hit that like and subscribe button. Let me see if y'all have any questions before I go. Yeah, that GRNQ, it's kind of teasing us, but I think overall, as long as it stays above the 50, we're good. It'll form a ascending triangle, and we'll just have to wait for that breakout. Yeah, ChargePoint, I like ChargePoint pretty good. I think ChargePoint is a decent little swing play right now. And the good thing about it is, well, we're now breaking above the 200. I would like to see a clear break above this support here. But if we're talking about if it returns back, if I can squeeze it in here, I'll tell you. Well, let me just see. What is that? 36. So if you're swinging it and it does return back to recent highs, you're looking at an ROI of 65%. So, you know, even if it goes back to our resistance here, that's 35% return. That's pretty decent. I like ChargePoint pretty good. Trading Collective in here. How's it going, guys? You doing all right? Guys, that's another thing too. In the link below, or in the description below, I have a link to the Trading Collective. They have a pretty decent little algo. Let me see here. Let me pop you over. So you know how we seen, let me find it here. How we seen D-Walk and seen it running even before we really knew what it was, had much information. I'm sure some of y'all probably knew if you was watching your news and stuff. Well, their algo pointed it out right here in the pre-market. This is something that they offer. You can actually go to their Discord, check him out. The guy named CJ there, he's a real cool guy. He can tell you more about the algo, how it works, things like that. But if you're in the algo trading, it is really decent little setup. They have a cool little atmosphere over there. It's worth checking in. And you can catch this link on Twitter or in the description down below if you're interested. Alright guys, if that's what we got, we're going to squash it until power hour. I appreciate you coming out. Hit that like and subscribe button. It'll really help me out with YouTube's algorithm. And we'll see you for power hour. You guys have a great day.